Hi folks, it's Stacy from eatingintheburbs.com, and today I'm going to show you a little trick for making candied bacon. Is there anything better than candied bacon? What do you got there? You got your the fat, the sugar, and the salt. So you got your three primary food groups there ready for you. And I have to admit that this is not something that I came up with. This is something that I learned from my mom, who is actually the person who teaches me and has taught me the most of the stuff that I already do know about food. So credit to Mom. So I've got the bacon in front of me and I got the other stuff in front of me. So I'm going to move the camera in a second, but you can see over in the corner here, yeah, right there. That's the oven. I'm preheating the oven right now to 400 degrees, and that's where the bacon will be cooked. It will not be fried, so just a little different thing for you. Okay, so there in front of you is the, I used parchment paper here in the metal pan. Saves me a significant amount of cleanup effort later on. And so I've laid the bacon, it's just grocery store style bacon. I laid the bacon out in strips. You should try to get it so that it's not overlapping like this, but this is the only pan I've got here today. And so bacon is laid out like that, and then here is my brown sugar. This is the secret ingredient. And so then what you do is you just sprinkle it on top of the bacon. You can see how I'm spreading it around on top of the bacon. Always make sure that you wash your hands before doing any food prep, as I have already done. Okay, so got to get this spoon. Don't touch the bacon with the spoon. I'm using my other fingers, and so that way you don't get the bacon back into the bowl. Got a pretty heavy coating of brown sugar on it now. Just any type of brown sugar. And so I'm just gonna make sure it's spread around. When Mom does this, she uses a fork, or just a crumbly layer on top of it. So there we be. So the next step is to take this pan. Can you see that okay? And so you can see how the bacon is spread around the pan. And the next step is to take this over to the oven. There, and fire it in there for I don't know, like 15 minutes or so, and let her bake. So I'm gonna head over there and fire it in the oven, and I'll come back to you in a second. So it's been 15 minutes now, and so I'm just gonna check in on see how that bacon is doing. So quickly open the oven door, see how I put it on the middle shelf. Woo! Yikes. Okay, so it's obviously not quite ready, so I'm going to put it back in, and I reset my, there we go. See you in 5 minutes there, bacon. Here. Oh yeah. So, put that on top of the stove. There she be. And a fork. So all that ooey gooey goodness. So what we'll do is we'll let that cool for another 5 minutes, and then we'll see what that looks like. That's the protocol. Let it sit for 5 minutes. The bacon is cooked, and it ended up being 25 minutes that it was in the oven at 400 degrees. Cooking at, and what at the 15-minute mark, I actually shuffled the bacon a little bit because some of it was covering other pieces, and so then the pieces that were being covered weren't cooking. And so now it was in the oven for 25 minutes, and it's been out now for 5 or 6 minutes. I didn't actually count the time that it's been measured, but I took it out of the pan, and I off of the parchment paper and where all the melted bacon fat was, and that's actually over here. I put the parchment paper in the wood heater, and I lit it on fire just to safely dispose of it. So anyway, here's the bacon now, and if you it's cooling quite nicely. I'm going to use this later in the day in a place where I need it to be cold, and so I'm actually letting it cool right off. But if you wanted to, it's still warm and unbelievably, excuse me, unbelievably delicious. Just that perfect combination of sweet, salty, and smoky. It's exquisite. It is so just the way to take your grocery store variety bacon and turn it into something that is it's just so amazing. That's it for now. Stacy from eatingintheburbs.com with brown sugar bacon. 2 thumbs up. Bye for now.